Ocean acidification, the process of CO2 being absorbed by the water, causing the pH levels to go down, is increasing every day. In fact, 25% of the atmosphere's CO2 is being absorbed into the oceans, drastically affecting the salmon communities. When exposed to high levels of acidification, salmon brains are altered in a way that prohibits them from processing the smells in the water, such as an approaching predator. This causes more salmon deaths because they don't sense the threat. With a decrease in salmon comes a decrease in the efficiency of our ecosystem. Throughout a salmon's whole life, they give back to their habitats, their presence benefiting 135 species. When salmon are small, they absorb the nutrients of the decaying salmon. Salmon also provide a source of food for the bears and eagles, and when they are disposed of by these animals in the forest, they provide nutrients in the ground as well. However, a large amount of salmon are unable to travel back to their home rivers due to large dams blocking their path. Less than 5% of the wild salmon and steelheads are returning to rivers and streams.
My name is Chris Flora. I am a recent graduate of Oregon State University with a bachelor's degree in fisheries biology. Small invertebrates, things that salmon eat, for example, shrimp, crustaceans, or larvae, zooplankton, stuff like that. They rely on this calcium carbonate to build their exoskeletons. Mm-hmm. And the free-floating hydrogen ions are more reactive, and so take the spot of the carbon, and so instead of the carbon mixing with or combining with calcium and making calcium carbonate, the hydrogen ions take the place of that, and it's called bicarbonate, which is not something that shell-building organisms can take calcium from to build their exoskeletons. So basically, it just affects the whole food chain. It's not, the pH isn't at a level right now where the water is so acidic that it would burn the skin of salmon or anything like that. It has nothing to do with anything along those lines. Basically, it's affecting their food.
This important environmental issue that Seattle faces is a direct violation of the Catholic social teaching, care for God's creation. When we pollute the air, build dams, or are irresponsible with overfishing, we are not taking care of the creation God made. We have a duty to protect all the creatures of the earth, and we directly violate this responsibility when we negatively affect their ecosystem with pollution. The salmon's habitat is endangered and their numbers dwindling. And unless we incorporate the call to care for God's creation, nothing will change.
How can we help? There is always a need for volunteers at Seattle programs. Some programs that have service-based volunteer opportunities in Seattle are the Issaquah Salmon Hatchery, the Seattle Aquarium, Earth Corps, the Seattle Park Volunteers, and Salmon Watchers. Another way to help is to understand the issues. Doing research on what is harming the salmon and how to help prevent the spread of harmful habits is beneficial to everyone. A specific way to help the overfishing in Seattle area is to read the seafood watch list. This helps consumers and businesses make good choices and for a healthy ocean. Finally, a big way to help is through awareness. Spread the news and help the salmon population thrive.